Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12. Midday, we're seeing just a few light showers this midday, some in the Shasta Valley, some in the Rogue Valley, some up in the Umpqua Basin. That's about it. It's all pretty light. As we put this in motion with Stormcast, you'll see that come time for dinner time, it's all going to be pretty sparse and pretty light. And then come time for midnight, maybe a few showers could linger in portions of the Great Basin, also down towards the Mount Shasta City area. But other than that, it looks like we're going to be dry. And these clouds could be a little bit stingier. They could move out of here quicker. Models are sort of bickering about that. And I'll tell you how that bears a lot of relevance when it comes to fog. I'll tell you about that coming up here in a second. But first, your outdoor dining forecast for today for the Rogue Valley, going with 2 stars for both lunch and dinner time. It's going to be chilly out there, and it's going to be gray. Definitely not as nice as yesterday. Not as much sunshine and not as mild, but these temperatures are still pretty seasonal. We're going to end up being in the low to middle 50s to the east of the Cascades, 50s for our west side valleys, and upper 50s is what we're expecting along the coast in Curry County. And then for tonight, mostly dry like you saw in Stormcast, except for portions of Lake County, also portions of Siskiyou County. But other than that, dry and cold as we'll be back down into the 20s to the east of the Cascades, near freezing for the Rogue and Shasta valleys, and the middle 40s along the coast in Curry County, which means that you'll likely have to tend to the outdoor pets, plants, and plumbing once again for inland spots. And like I was saying just a couple minutes back, some models are suggesting that these clouds could get out of here pretty quick, which would mean that we could have some more thick fog in the Rogue Valley. But other models are suggesting that the clouds could be a little bit more stingy. And if that's the case, that would really limit the potential for fog coming back to our west side valleys. And then come time for Thanksgiving Day, it is going to be a gorgeous forecast. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, pretty seasonal, so you really could not ask for a better Thanksgiving Day forecast. Now, the unfortunate thing about that is that it's going to kickstart a very dry pattern. No rain for Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday, and very small shower chances along the coast on Tuesday. We're now starting to get pretty deep in a wet season, and we cannot afford many weeks that look like this one. Take a look at this temperature graph. It is, I mean, you'll be really hard pressed to find a temperature trend line that looks this steady over the span of 7 days. So things feeling very seasonal and very dry over this upcoming week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. Showers looking likely for the rest of today, albeit they're going to end up being pretty light. And then we're expecting some dry weather starting on Thursday, and that will last through Monday at least. Then for Siskiyou County, maybe a few sprinkles for the rest of today, but after that, we're looking pretty dry. Then for the Basin, it's the same thing. Maybe a few sprinkles for today, dry after that. And look at what the temperatures do starting on Friday morning, dropping down into the teens for Klamath Falls, which means that we could likely end up in the single digits for places like Christmas Valley and Chemult. So just brutally cold stuff there. And then for the Cascades, showers likely for the rest of today. Also, it's going to end up being pretty light. We're not expecting many tangible rainfall or snowfall amounts, then very dry stuff after that. And then for the Rogue Valley, a chance for showers for the rest of today, likely dry by midnight. And then the forecast is just looking bone dry after that. Good for Thanksgiving Day, but bad for the big picture.
Yeah, Josh, you said it's seasonal weather. It's very cozy. It makes me want to go sit out by like a fireplace and a blanket.
I just gotta say, you can't complain, right? For the Thanksgiving weather, the Ashland, the events happening in Ashland with the Christmas stuff, and then the holiday event at the expo. So this will make a good weekend.
Definitely for any outdoor plans over the next week. I mean, if you cancel those, it's because you're lazy. It's not going to be because of the weather.
All right, thanks, Josh.
We're
going to switch things